I have just seen The Promised Land. I am doing my own talk show. Done.
You're doing your own talk show?
You're damn right I'm doing my own talk show.
Where?
That's enough. On the internet. I mean, it's like someone opened a door to heaven. Let me just tell you something. This is the future. All my life I've been at the mercy of networks, of bosses, being told what to say, what you can't say. It's f***ing stupid.
Well, you know they just bleeped that.
Right, I just got bleeped. And that's why we are going into the internet. If this was the internet, it wouldn't be bleeped out of the internet.
Can we talk? Today's guest is one of my all-time favorite entertainment icons. She's done it all, including Broadway. She can currently be seen on the We reality show, Joan and Melissa, Joan Knows Best, ? And the addictive E! Fashion Police. And on stages around the world, lucky enough to have her. Please welcome Miss Joan Rivers.
Very nice. They have to say 9 o'clock on Saturday nights.
Oh yeah, we're going to get to that.
I know. It's just,
9 o'clock on Saturday nights.
They've slapped it into me.
And Fashion Police is 10 o'clock
on
Friday nights on
yeah,
E!
Yeah.
And I love them both.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'm thrilled to have you here.
I'm thrilled to be here.
And it's exciting to have you, we all think of you from the Oscars. You know, it's Oscar week, and I watched your Fashion Police roundup.
Yeah.
How were the Oscars for you?
I thought Seth MacFarlane was just fine.
Yeah.
I thought, unfortunately, a lot of them look good. Because, we look at it, and the next day we do the big fashion roundup.
Right.
And you go, please let somebody come in looking like a ass.
I know. It's like you don't have those like ridiculous choices.
Because they all have stylists now. They all, they've taken. When we started the red carpet, Melissa and I we were the first live show ever to go. They would dress themselves, and it was so great. Because a lot of them had just hit, and they didn't kind of get it yet.
Right. Right.
A lot of boa. A lot of boa.
Yeah. Your favorites. Your favorite was Jennifer Lawrence, who I also love, and I thought she was beautiful. And you like Silver Linings Playbook. I love Silver Linings Playbook.
I loved Silver Linings Playbook.
Great movie.
There are 2 girls out now that are actresses, newies. She and that horrible Anne Hathaway.
Who got your worst dressed?
Yes, but she's just very cold. But she's a brilliant actress.
Did you love her in Les Mis?
I liked her a lot in Les Mis. I adored her in Rachel's Getting Married.
Ah, yes.
I mean, that's a performance that everybody that wants to be in the movies, go watch what she does on screen. But in real life, ugh.
What is it about her? Just doesn't have a sense of humor?
Fake
or?
cutesy.
Fake, yeah.
You're too tall, you're too beautiful to go, oh, yes, I love yams,
So you did like her in the movie.
I thought she was wonderful. And that one close-up.
A lot of close-ups in that movie.
Too many.
Yeah.
But also, I missed Marnie Nixon, who used to be the one that they augmented.
Oh, you mean you missed having that singing?
They used to augment, was a nice way to put it, Audrey Hepburn's voice. They would augment Deborah Carr's voice in the great movies, the great musicals. I thought I wanted more sound and power because Les Mis has got such sound and power. Yeah. But I thought they were terrific.
So would you have preferred Russell Crowe with Marnie Nixon's singing voice?
Yes.
Me
yes,
too.
Yes. And even Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
You should know from this.
Yeah,
this is Anne Hathaway, and this is Renee Zellweger. I mean, that's not hard.
There's a lot of crying. She started kind of at 10 with the tears.
With the tears, but she knew she was only on for a little bit. I used to watch the original Les Mis. Patty LuPone was a friend. Yeah. And it made me laugh because she started the show and then she had to sit for 3 hours in full makeup to come back at the end. And you knew she was just going, oh, come on. How many crosswords can I do here?
So I always wondered, how do you actually watch the awards now? Because you have to do the E! Fashion Police pretty quickly. When you film it the next day?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know your schedule.
We sit down and we watch the pre-show, which is on E! Because that's where we get our shots from. We watch that, then we watch the Academy Awards. Then I sit down, and that's over at 9 or something.
Right, LA time,
Whatever, LA time. I then sit down with 3 writers. Okay. And we write through the night. I then go in and sleep. You want to get the schedule? I sleep from 1 to 2, take a nap. 2 o'clock, I go over to E! We rewrite it. And then I put it in the teleprompter, and then I rewrite it again. And then we film it at 7:30. So that it can be turned a.m.
Yeah, now it's Monday morning.
Yeah, it's 24 hours. Wow. Film at 7:30 to 11, then they edit it and it goes on the air at 5 o'clock. It's tough. And you don't know if the jokes are going to work.
Right.
Because nobody's laughed except a lot of sleep-deprived people. It's like doing your act to people in the gulag. I mean, you have no
I don't know.
idea.
Your jokes on Fashion Police always land with me, and I love just how filthy you. And I wanted to tell you, by the way, this is show people. This is not the views. You can say whatever the you want.
Yes, that's very kind. It's very kind.
Do you think that celebrities nowadays have a little bit of a better sense of humor being made fun of for their fashion?
No.
You haven't noticed any change in that.
Again, the ones with humor, yes. The ones that don't have humor, don't. Sarah Jessica Parker, who I adore.
Yeah.
Shout out. Where's my camera?
Right there.
Shout out to Sarah Jessica Parker. I love you because she loves fashion, but she knows it can be funny.
Yes,
And she
right.
doesn't take herself seriously.
Right.
And she will come up to me literally and say it to my face.
Right.
Well, that's the person you want to put
Right,
your arms around.
right. So do you think that Anne Hathaway was at home crying watching Fashion Police?
Oh, I think Anne Hathaway was at home saying, I'm wonderful. She must have the driest lips from kissing her own ass. It was just... And she's a brilliant actress. We're not talking about that part.
I'm so excited you're sitting here. When I was a little boy, I went to the library and somehow got my hands on your LP, What Becomes a Semi-Legend Most.
Yes.
And I think I never returned it to the library. I think
That's
it was one of
so
those. I
sweet.
think I just stole it. I stole it from the library. And just listen to, I mean, I've been a fan of
And
yours.
it was rough for those days. It was
well,
wild
Yeah, what
for
kind
those
of
days.
trash was I listening to?
But easy trash.
Yeah.
I think I talked about my hairdresser, Mr. Phyllis.
Wink, wink.
And people said, oh, wow, that's wild. Yeah. I went out with a professor. While he was engaged to me, his wife became pregnant, so he wasn't sincere. Married man sex. It was very interesting. What they thought was just... I used to do the Ed Sullivan show, and they would say, Mr. Sullivan doesn't want you to say that.
Right.
I couldn't say I was pregnant.
Right. Totally different world.
Walking around, like Adele.
Right.
Who we're not allowed to mention is fat anymore. And Melissa McCarthy's people sent out. Melissa McCarthy, who you want to buy advertising on her, And she's brilliantly funny.
Brilliant.
Adele looks pretty.
Right.
She could be a fat model.
Right.
Like those plus models?
Yeah.
Adele could be a plus model.
That's something she can fall back on.
If she gets like nodules.
Right. That's what she'll do that.
I would hire her for QVC in a second. She would look great in a 1+.
I also want to confess that I was a huge fan of your Fox Talk show. You were one of my favorite.
I loved that too.
And I remember I used to tape them on VHS and watch them
I'm
over
crazy
and over.
about you. You know that. You're saying
Well, I'm
all the
glad.
right things.
I was trying to build this bond, but I remember the
You've
first.
done it.
The funny thing is, I remember the first episode. I remember you in that black sequin outfit with the white collar and cuffs, like a Chippendale.
That's right. And you know who that was? Yeah, it was like a little chipmunk. That was early Calvin Klein.
Oh, really?
And he was so thrilled. That's when Calvin used to lend me clothes and give me clothes. Can I do another shout out? Thanks a lot, Calvin. Haven't heard from you, you bastard, in 12 years. But anyhow, those are the days.
You had Cher on.
I had Cher,
Pee Wee Herman,
Pee-wee.
David Lee Roth, and Elton John. And the reason why I had a refresher last night, it's on YouTube, the first episode.
Is it
which
really?
is great. Yeah, everyone should go look at it. The first episode is on YouTube.
That's great.
So that's a nice invention to have that there, just to remind people how great that show was.
Yeah,
Just,
Except some of the things you look back on, you go, oh, it's so lame. They took all my early Ed Sullivan shots, and you go, oh, not funny. How could you say that? It was different times, different humor, different times.
Do you miss at all being on the other side and doing interviews? You also had a daytime talk show that was very successful.
Yeah.
Do you
Which
ever?
I took off. Another shout out. Don't ever take anything off, and don't ever leave a Broadway show. Wait till it closes.
Those are the two rules.
Yeah, those are two big rules. Big rules. I didn't like, it was becoming trashy. I said, this is not for me.
Right.
And I never had another show, daytime, since then. Good career move, huh?
Would you like to do that?
In my heart, I would love, all I want to do is interview. Don't you love interviewing?
I do, yeah.
And you get them and you ask and they tell you things sometimes. I'm doing within Joan and Melissa, the reality show, I do my own little talk show for internet in my bedroom, because Melissa has me, if you've ever seen the Joan and Melissa show, on WeTV at 9 o'clock Saturday nights.
Exactly, watch it.
I start my own show in my bedroom. She has me living in her terrible guest room, very small. When I'm not there, they raise veal. That's literally how small that room is. And so I'm doing my own talk show just so I can talk to people and ask them questions.
So let's talk about this reality show. Saturdays on We.
On We, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Joan and Melissa : Joan knows best ?
Yeah, well, I'm her mother.
I think she knows best. I think she made exclamation point.
Melissa, I think, will realize it after I die, and she's about 50 years old, and she'll say, my mother was right. But, she's still at that age, what do you know?
Right.
And so she was telling me the other day, we have the morning after pill now, Mother. And I said, my day we have the same thing. It's called throw yourself down the stairs. And she just looks at me like, oh, please.
So okay, let's talk about these reality shows.
Yeah.
How real? I mean, obviously, it's real relationships. It's really you. It's all you guys are really on it. But there is a.
Well, you just look at them and you can tell. The housewives, it's so stupid.
Right.
Hello, and then they slap each other.
Right.
That's the whole. Right?
Yeah, you guys aren't
And then they go
slapping
to
each other.
lunch and somebody's angry.
Right.
And that's the housewife. So that's all contrived because it just is. But ours is really, what I'm getting a long-winded way, we're very real.
It's funny because I was actually thinking about it, and I was thinking back to like Lucille Ball and I Love Lucy. And so the goal of that was like to create a comedy about her life, and now I'm like, well, nowadays that would have been a reality show. It would have been similar. She would have said, "I'm with this crazy Cuban husband. This is what our life is like."
And our life is, but her life wasn't.
Right.
Her life was.
Right.
I got to do 2 of her shows,
Right.
2 episodes.
Right.
She was a dynamo and a businesswoman, and you'd read the script.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever tell you about this?
No.
And she would say, "All right, now you say that line. Count to 2, because that's how long the laugh is going to be.
Wow.
Okay, you'll say this line. Don't wait, this won't get a laugh." She was right.
Wow.
It was like a master class in comedy.
Wow.
She just, bang, she knew what she was doing.
Who else have you worked with that really sort of made you take notice and say, this is inspiring?
Larry David.
Larry David.
I was waiting for Mr. Hot, funny.
Right.
Knew just what he was doing every minute. Every minute. Mel Brooks.
Uh-huh.
Your mouth drops open in awe at how smart he is.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Right.
And so those are the people you work with. You go, they're fat. Oh, and Louis C.K., if we're getting into Louis
That was a
C.K.
great
knows what
episode.
he's
Did
going
you
for.
try to bang him?
But we
Did you
do. We go to bed at the
Oh,
end.
right. You actually, right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
You got
we
on
go to
top
bed.
of him.
And then, just we just go, the door closes. And as we walk in, which I love, I say, "Don't tell Melissa," and the door closes. It's such a cute ending. Whatever you do, don't tell Melissa.
You know, I wanted to bring up a topic. Then I thought, oh, this is such a tired, boring topic. But then you brought it up on the first episode of season 3 of your show, which is Driftwood, the play.
Yes.
You have a lesbian moment on your reality show.
Yes.
And you did a play with Barbra Streisand.
And I don't know if he's still
1959.
alive. In 1959, she, I think, was a senior in high school.
Wow.
Because I remember she had to beat somebody button on, like a high school button. And I was just starting out as an actress. And we did this thing called Driftwood by a man named Maurice Tay Dunn, who may still be alive.
Wow.
It was 6 flights up. We used to laugh. It's not off Broadway. It's above Broadway. We did it in his living room. And they couldn't get anyone. Allegedly, it wasn't a good script. I don't want to hurt the man's feelings.
Okay.
And so she got cast, and they said to me, "Well, there's nothing open except the boyfriend." I said, "Make them lesbians." And he was so desperate, he made this. I said, "Give Babs a good kiss." She was a great kisser. She had to move her nose, but she was a great kisser.
But what was she like? I've read books
Ambitious.
about. Yeah, I mean, I read a
Smart.
book once that said she would come to Manhattan with a cot so that she could stay overnight.
She
Places
stayed overnight and wherever she could with friends. She knew she was going. Who hasn't that you've met that's really? It's not a choice. That's why people say, "Well, I think maybe I'd like to be an actress." Go home, honey. Get a job at Hooters.
Right.
It's got to be. This is all I want.
Right.
And she was one of the. This is what I meant. It's like a nun's calling. I always say it's like a nun's calling.
Right.
And she was
Right.
absolutely there.
Right.
And then we worked together in a place called the Bonsoir, was a little club.
Yeah, of course.
And they spelled her name wrong on the marquee.
Barbra with an
Yeah,
extra
with
A.
extra A and Streisand. Go figure that one out. I before E. Yeah, and a guy came up to her backstage and he said to her, "I'll give you $1,000, honey. Go get your nose fixed."
Wow.
I thought, what a fool she didn't. And she would have had a bigger career.
Really?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah?
Not that hers wasn't big enough.
When's the last time you saw her?
At a Christmas party a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
No, I saw her, and then I saw her at somebody's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
She and Donna Karen were. besties talking.
Have you ever reminisced about that? Do you ever
We
make
re-
jokes about it?
I
or-
think, and I don't mean this, all of us suddenly that we're in the village together
Yeah.
are all reaching an age where you just want to all remember each other.
Yeah.
And it's very warm. You know, she sat down next to me on the couch, and we just talked about anything. But it was like talking to an old friend. It's like meeting somebody from kindergarten. You know what I mean? So it's very warm because we all know. We all sat there and struggled together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
incredible.
it's a nice thing. I was on I love him so much. Barry Manilow was my pianist, and we in a place called Upstairs Downstairs. So he was
Right,
getting
right.
$4, I was getting 10, and we were on an elevator going up to do the Today Show a year ago, and from nowhere and we had 6 guards, and Mr. Manilow, what do you want? Miss Rivers, can we get your coffee? You know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he turned to me and said, not bad, huh?
Wow.
We've done okay. And he remembered. It was
Yeah.
so nice.
Wow. And it keeps it real that you actually
Yeah,
remember
that
where you
some
came
of them
from.
know where they came from.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot don't.
yeah. Now, I didn't get to see...
Anne Hathaway.
back to her. I didn't
Back
get
to
to
her.
see Driftwood, unfortunately. But,
Well, you weren't born.
but I know that you are an incredible actress. I saw you
Good
in
actress.
in
Yeah, I
Broadway.
think so.
I saw you in Broadway Bound
I love.
on Broadway. You were incredible in that role.
Thank you. And Sally Moore, which I want to
And
bring
Sally
back.
Marr, which I did not get to see, unfortunately.
and
You
then I
got a
was
Tony nomination
nominated.
for that.
Yeah, I got
and you
Tony.
co-wrote it.
Yeah.
You would like to bring it back?
I want to bring it back. I don't have time to do it. I want to do it one night a week. Somebody, can I talk again? Somebody out there, I want a little theater one night a week just to go in and do Sally Moore.
Could you do it in this room?
I could do it
We
in this
could
room.
clear out the
but
chairs.
I need 3 actors that are willing to have equity say they can do it.
Right.
You know, because I love that role. That no one else took. I thought Bette Midler would grab it. I thought Streisand would make a movie. It's Sally Moore, who is Lenny Bruce's mother,
Right.
and she was Lenny Bruce.
Right. Right.
Every idea
Right.
that came out of, and she was a liberated woman in the 1920s and
Right.
30s when no
Right.
woman got up and did comedy. She did. To me, theater. See, you know, all comics want to be actors. You
Yeah.
know that all singers want to be comics. Going on stage, it's still like walking into the temple. Every time I walk on a stage, it's like, yes, of course, this is where I should be.
You said that when you were a kid you saw who'd you say, Paul Robeson, right?
Paul Robeson in Othello.
Right, and that was sort of when you sort of had that moment.
Yeah, I was very young, and my uncle, aunt's husband, was his lawyer who told him, come out and say you're a communist. Bad mistake. But he was the first really major black, sexy,
Yeah.
and he played Othello. He went backstage, and we got to meet him.
Wow.
It was so great.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I also want to ask you, because this is a Broadway-based show.
Yes, I know. That's why
And
I'm here.
that's why, and I really love. First of all, you're a big Broadway cheerleader.
Big. I see.
You,
I'd
you
rather
go to the
see
theater
bad
all the time.
on Broadway, off Broadway, in Broadway, above, forbidden Broadway. Yeah. I'd rather do that I'd rather see a bad play than see a great movie. I love that it's live.
Can we talk about what people wear to the theater these days?
No, because I want to slap them in the face.
It's pretty bad.
People, it's an event, you idiots. Treat it like it's a wonderful, exciting event. It's
Yeah.
a happening. People are standing up there and doing make-believe for you,
Right.
for the moment, and you're in flip-flops? You're in a T-shirt that says, Mom went to, and brought me home. What are you, crazy? I dress when I go to the theater.
Yeah.
But that's
You dress
generational.
you dress for everything.
I dress for everything.
What's casual, Joan? Like what is?
Fur. I'm not a casual.
No.
I think I love fashion. I love dressing up.
Yeah.
And I also think celebrities should dress up. I know this is stupid, but you get to see, I'm making this up, an Audra McDonald once.
Yeah.
So you want to say, what do you say? I met Audra McDonald.
Right.
What did she look? What was she wearing?
Right.
And was she nice?
Right. Right.
What was she like? And what was they wearing?
Right. Yeah.
So you don't want to say, "Oh, I saw Gwyneth Paltrow," you know. You know, pull yourself together, bitch. move it. You know, I get angry at them. You're not like You're not like we are. You're an actress. You're theatrical.
Yeah.
You're part of the mystique, and you should look wonderful. They're going to see you once in their life.
Yeah.
Don't disappoint
Yeah.
them.
But now, a lot of Broadway stars don't make the kind of money they make in Hollywood. But doesn't have to cost a lot.
Joan Rivers, QVC, you'll get whatever you want.
There you go. Every Broadway star. There you go. QVC.
Money isn't about style, which we say over and over and over again on Fashion Police.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
about style. You know where I buy a lot of my stuff? I'm not making sure. Go into the shops where the hookers buy their clothes. Because there's a very thin line between hooker and wow. I have one coat.
Quote of the day.
One coat. There are 4 girls on 38th Street, 9th Avenue, and me, all in the same coat. And someone said to me the other day, "Is that Valentino?" I said, "Close."
So you see a lot of theater. Which Broadway stars do you like? They would pop out.
The great Patti LuPone. I'll go see in
we love
anything.
Patti.
I go and I support the ones. Woody Harrelson, good for him for coming back.
Yeah.
I love anyone that comes back. What's her name? Girl with the pearl earring, cat not to roof.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Good to learn that monologue.
Oh, I know. First act was just all
You know,
her.
it's all you.
Yeah.
I don't think that Maggie should be pigeon-toed. Okay. What she said, I'm Maggie the cat, and if you, no, you're Maggie the cat. But anyway, but
That would have been a good role.
That
So
would
you, do. You could still do
I
that.
could still do that. Give me a push-up bra and a tight slip. I can do it. We'll just hide the Jew arms. But I loved her so much for doing. So I'm
Yeah.
always looking for them.
Yeah.
Always, I love when which the English actors do, that they go back and
Yeah,
forth.
right.
God bless them.
Right. Would you love to get up there and do like a classic role? Is there anything that you would?
And everything.
Really?
I was Medea. Hate to tell you that at Barnard in Columbia. I was Medea.
Oh, really? When you were in school?
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about what roles you
And
did.
the Great Chivago. Yeah. And I was Juno and Juno and the Paycock. I did it all.
You did the classic, the
Did
real classic
all the great
roles.
ones. Sean
So you'd still be a
O'Casey.
brilliant Medea.
Oh, better than ever.
Yeah, that'd be good.
What was Oedipus' mother's name? I could poke an eye out like that.
But couldn't you make better money doing like casinos in Wisconsin?
Yes, but you do the casino so you can do this.
Right, right.
That's the whole.
Balance it out.
It's never been about the money with me. I know it sounds stupid. The
Yeah.
money has paid for a great life for me and many relatives.
Right.
And if you ever need a Jewish doctor in New York, just say Joan Rivers, because I sent them through college. But but the money has always been so I could go back and do Fun City or Broadway Bound or
Yeah.
Sally Moore. It's always been to go back so I could do what I want to do.
Well, I want to talk about Fun City. Christmas 1971, right? That's what you were doing. Like,
Yeah,
it had
yeah.
a short run.
Yeah, very short.
And it was really painful.
Beyond, it was a very funny show.
Yeah.
We were in those days. You went out of town. You're at Washington, Philadelphia,
Right, yeah.
and we were in Washington. And a stagehand said to me, "This is a really good show." Neil Simon was here 2 weeks before with a very similar one. I knew it, Dead in the Water, and it was Prisoner of Second Avenue. And he came in 3 weeks ahead of us.
Okay.
And every review said, "It's been done by Neil Simon."
Right.
Every single review said
Right.
that. And you go, we piss poor timing.
Yeah.
Oh, it killed me. I was so angry at New York. I said, we're out of here.
Yeah.
You know how stupid you get? I'm out of here, New York. You've broken my heart. I'm out of here. We went to California. My husband said,
Wow.
you're insane.
But have you read it recently? Did you ever
No,
crack it open and
I don't
read
go
it?
back. It's too painful.
Yeah.
Because it was my first book, and I starred in it also.
Right,
And
right.
I got good reviews. That's the joke. But it didn't matter. It was my baby. And
I told you I love your documentary. And
Yeah,
in
that
it,
was great.
And in it, we see a lot about Joan Rivers, a work in progress by a
Yeah.
life in progress.
Yeah.
This play that you did it in California, you did it
Yeah.
in London.
Didn't bring it in.
I know, and I'm upset about that.
I am too.
And when I look online, it's not like this play got bad reviews.
No, we just, in the documentary, they showed the one bad review.
Right.
She
and you
happened,
reacting
she
to the
picked.
well, you actually say a great quote. You don't want to celebrate an opening night because you say opening night is a walk to the executioner.
Yes. Well, you don't know.
Right.
And it's all about what's
It's a
the
fake
New York
party where you're like terrified.
The
and,
fake party where,
Yeah.
and in the old days, you waited for the papers.
Right.
you know.
Right.
Yeah, and we got one bad review in London. We were everywhere, hit of the Edinburgh Fest. I mean, it was major success, major success. London, major success, one bad review. And I said, I don't want to go to New York and go through what I went through with Fun City. And that's how burnt I was.
Wow.
25 years later, I said, I'm not going back. I don't need my elevator man to say, sorry, Miss Rivers. Just take me down, Joe. I don't need your comment. You know?
When it becomes like everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows the failure.
And the nice joke is, no one has read the bad reviews. Everyone thinks everyone's read them. Very few, you know, and it's forgotten in a week.
Yeah, right.
Except unless you have a friend like me who will remind everybody. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry about those reviews. Those are the, you know, hi, Joan, did you see that? I'm so sorry about what the Post said. Have you seen it? Well, no, I
Actually, I didn't see it.
Actually, I didn't see it. Oh, they really didn't like, so mean. And the knock against Melissa, what? She wasn't even in it.
So we're never going to see it. And it was about you.
Yeah.
It was your story.
Yeah, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But I loved Sally Moore more. That's on my bucket list. Bring back Sally Moore.
What about, like, you don't want to slip into any other Broadway shows? Like, do you ever have your
If
eye
I
ever go like,
can
I should play that?
Hal Prince, who I love, and I'm friendly with Hal, he once said to me, if you could have sung, if you could just have had a voice. And I know
Mama Rose.
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, Bernadette Peters would be shining my shoes. Patti LuPone would be doing my hair as we're talking. I love actors. I love actresses.
Right.
I always think it was such a sorority and fraternity. A little group, band of brothers.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're an actor.
No, an actress.
Actress. Sorry.
Why, you ask them, why do they want to be called actors? That's demeaning actresses. I am an actor. No, you're not.
Oh, like
You've got a vagina.
Right.
You're an actress. I am an actress. I'm an actress. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm an actor. Oh, please.
Do you still like following all these people and
Yeah,
their
I love
stupid
it.
lives? I mean, like,
I have no life.
I don't know about
I
that.
go
You're
to the
pretty busy.
theater and I go to Sarah Beth's, or I go sometimes to Orso's and Joe Allen's.
Right.
Joe Allen. That's my life. Hello, Joe Allen's. They know me so well. Your table's taken. That's how sad my life is. So that's my life. And then I go home and I listen to who these actors are.
Right.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Wasn't Seth MacFarlane brilliant when he said, was he the one that said, if you see a cell phone and you're dressed as Lincoln, what do you do?
Right. Yeah.
Because it was a character, 24 hours. Did you ride to the studio or did you come by horse? You're either Lincoln or you're not Lincoln. When you're on your cell phone, then take off the top hat, you ask, because you're not Lincoln.
Well, Joan, we absolutely adore you.
I adore
and
you.
I'm
Love
so
talking to
thrilled
you.
that you were here. And I hope we get to see Sally Marr and her escorts.
Yeah,
That'd be amazing.
Talk it up.
Yeah, let's talk that up. But for now, we have you on Fashion Police, on E, Fridays at 10, and on Saturdays at 9 on We, E and We. On we have Joan and Melissa : Joe Knows Best ?
And one thing that I make no money on, but I've just started, anyone that has a fat pet, I'm doing for no reason, a thing on the internet called myfatpet.com. Just send in pictures of your fat pets. They're hilarious.
Pictures of fat pets.
And somebody sent me a fat hedgehog. It's fat. Someone sent in a fat llama. It's the best thing I've ever done.
My Sophie used to be fat, but she slimmed down.
See?
She slimmed down.
Oh, we don't want her.
We don't want her.
Unless you send us a before and after.
Maybe I'll think about that.
Think about that.
Thank you so much, Joan.
Great.
It's really a pleasure.
Back at you. It's because I'm an actor.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.